Hey everybody, welcome to my Suburban Oasis. My name's Soleil and I garden in Michigan in a Zone 5B. Welcome to my channel if you're a new subscriber. I certainly enjoy having you here. I love seeing your comments and I try really hard to respond to each and every one of you. So please, if you're interested, leave a comment below after you watch this video or while you're watching it and let me know what you think. If you're enjoying my channel, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up on this video, even hit that notification bell to get notified anytime a new video comes out. We've got some crows outside today, so you might hear them in the background cawing, cawing, cawing. But today I've got a super exciting video for you about some new clearance plants that I got. So I'm super thrilled to bring to you the garden phlox. This is a opening act phlox. I got it at Lowe's. I got one the other day and I just really wanted some more, so I went back to see if they put any more on clearance, and they sure did. So I got 5 of these. These are the opening act phlox, and I have others of these. I have the opening act Pinkadot and I have the opening act pink blush. But this one is actually the brightest pink that they have. So this is what the flowers look like. It is the ultra pink, and these are hardy in zones 4 to 9, and they're pretty awesome. They grow about 3 feet tall, and they bloom twice. So that's what's really unique about these garden phlox. Many of the old-fashioned ones that I have around the yard and that many of you may have in your garden, they bloom once right about this time of year. And if you deadhead them and keep them, you know, kind of coming along, you can get a little bit of a second flush of blooms as well. But these actually give you a full bloom right around sometime in late May, June, and you cut them back, and then as you can see, they're starting to put on some new buds for a second flower later in the season. So a super cool perennial to have. I'm really thrilled to get this other kind, and like I said, I've got 5 of these and I'm going to plant these throughout my yard. Now these are a full sun plant. I have found that the opening act Pinkadot one does kind of flop a little bit in full sun, and that's here in Michigan. So if you're growing them in an even warmer zone, you might want to put them in partial shade or someplace where they're not getting afternoon sun. But they do perk right back up after the heat of the day is over, so totally up to you. It's just my experience so far. But I'm super excited about these, and they're going to make an excellent addition to my yard. Now, I have a couple other plants I want to show you, but before I do, I just want to let you know that at the end of each of these videos where I show you plants that I've gotten, I usually make sure to put the tags at the end so that you can see the hardiness zone and the names and the picture of the plant, and just understand a little bit more about the plant. Okay, next up, I got a coneflower. I love coneflowers. Coneflowers are the stalwart of the summer garden. They do really well in drought conditions. They're excellent for full sun, and they come in so many different colors now and different varieties. It's amazing. This one happens to be the powwow white coneflower, and I do have a couple other ones of this in my garden, and I love them. A couple didn't come back, I think because I planted them a little too late in the year, but that's okay because you can divide them. And in fact, I got this one for $2, you guys. Right now Lowe's is having a sale on their 2.5 quart black pots like this that are 3 for $10, but this one was on even further discount. So for $2 I got this amazingly gorgeous plant. And I probably could divide it this year, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to keep it in a clump as it is, plant it with some of the other ones that I have to make a bigger impact, and then next year I may divide it. So these are hardy all the way down to zone 3, which is awesome. They're super hardy for those really cold temperatures, and they bloom through summer and fall, and they also leave behind really gorgeous seed heads. Goldfinches love the seed heads on these, so you'll find them sometimes flitting in and about your garden if you grow a lot of these. Butterflies love them, pollinators love them. So they're just an amazing flower to have. They're a native. They've just been bred into different cultivars, and like I said, they're pretty drought tolerant, so it's just an all-around wonderful flower to have. I think I covered pretty much everything on this one except for the height. It gets up to about 20 inches tall and about 16 inches wide at its maximum. So super pretty. There's the flowers. So the other plant that I got, which is the third type, is this Calliope medium pink flame geranium, which is very similar to the hot pink geranium that I got, but it is called the flame geranium. And so it is a little bit pinker, I think, than the other ones that I have. I think the only reason why they were marked down, these were 50% off, is because they didn't have many blooms on them. This was it, and otherwise it had a bunch of dried up bloom stalks. But you know, if you're a gardener, you know you can simply come in and pluck the old blooms off and they will put on some new buds. So here's a new bud right here. You can see it's already getting ready to flower again, and a new one right over here. So they're kind of all over it already. I'm expecting to see lots of blooms on this again. And so this was $9, 50% off, great deal. Just some deadheading and some dead leaves that were on it that I needed to clean up. And honestly, before I showed these to you, I have to say I did clean them up a bit, because that's the way that I normally deal with clearance plants, is just deadheading them right away and making sure that they're watered if they are really dry. So I'm super excited about these. These are annuals. They are not perennials in my garden. They are only hardy down to 32 degrees. But for me, that's going to last until maybe mid-October, so several months yet. And it's just a really nice accent to have in the yard. And I actually really like the smell of the leaves on just regular geraniums as well. They have a really pretty scent. Okay, so that was a pretty quick video in terms of sharing with you what I got at Lowe's. It was an excellent day of finds, and I'm going to be looking to find some places in my yard where I want to put these. I think I have some ideas already, but I'm hoping to share that with you as well. Stay tuned to watch the tags so that you can see all of the information that I already shared, along with pictures of each plant individually. Thanks so much for joining me today, and we will see you next time. Bye!